Today's experiment, we are placing a teenage subject in the middle of a city park, blindfolded, in order to find out to what extent people rely on experiences using sense perception, reason, memory, language, and emotion to inform us about what is true, as she tries to figure out where she is.
Sense perception is equivalent to information and processing. She takes in information through her senses and then processes it. Since sense perception just by itself is information, she must process it in order to gain knowledge. Processing data in the real world is through size, shape, color, and certain details. She is using hearing, touch, and sense to figure out where she is. We eliminated the sense of sight, so she is relying on the others to figure out this information. For example, she hears the sound of the swing. How she does this is through the ear's cochlea and the process of transduction by picking up sound vibrations. This sound is linked by a memory in the brain.
At the end of the process of changing sensations into perceptions, a unique set of personal experiences, emotions, and memories are automatically added to our perceptions by other areas of the brain. In our case, it is the memory of the swing.
The subject uses sense perception to find out where she is. She remembers more about the surroundings. The subject is starting to realize that she has been in this park before. Memory is an active cellular construction of experiences, feelings, and perceptions. All the ways of knowing are connected through memory. The subject used sense perception to hear the sound of a swing, and then remembered swings are in a park she had been to before. The subject remembers experiencing a swing before. This gives the subject a more developed understanding of where she is. Therefore, memories that recall past experiences are useful in retaining knowledge.
So do you want to go swing? Yeah! Since the subject grew up with the English language, she is able to link the sound of the swing to the word, because she has learned that those homophones match the subject she is hearing. In the subject's memory, she recalls hearing the sound of the swing and someone talking about swinging. Through the language in her mind and in her memory, she is able to quickly come to the conclusion that she is at the park because of the sound of the swing.
Emotions are made up by things, physical or not, that change our internal awareness of the world. For example, this is proved by the emotional experience that the subject felt in her memory. This is the same emotion that she felt when she heard the sound of the swing in the park, and so she was able to relate that back to her past and replace her memory of confusion, which she felt at first, with the emotions of relief. Emotion is an experience of a person's state of mind as it is affected by internal and external exponents.
Test subject uses inductive reasoning when figuring out where she is. Inductive reasoning is the process of finding patterns in the world and creating a rule to explain the pattern. These rules are called general rules. The test subject uses other ways of knowing to make general rules of her surroundings. Through memory and sense perception, the test subject has made the general rule that swings are in parks. Using these rules, she has also used deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is the application of general rules. Through this process of reason, the subject has gained a better understanding of the world she is in. Through the 5 ways of knowing, the subject has developed a reliable understanding of where she is because of how they intertwine and rely on each other. They're a reliable source when finding what is true based on the experience. Without them, truth would be harder to find and it would be harder to develop an understanding of the world we live in. We completely rely on our experiences built with sense perception, reason, memory, language, and emotion to inform us about what we think is true. Truth is what you believe in. Patrick Sensei.